Hello everybody and welcome back to Farm Sim 17. I am Irish Red, or Big Farmer Red. Where we left off last time, we got field 11 and field 12 completely harvested. We got the soy, not the soy, but the wheat up, and we got the sunflowers up, and we're over here off of field number 8 getting ready to do our soy. So let's go ahead and start up our combine here, if it will. There we go. Still working on trying to figure out how we can repair some of these vehicles. I did put down a repair facility back on the main farm area. However, that is just a customization. That's all it will let us do, is customize our vehicles. Well, we don't need to customize them, we need to repair them. So, still waiting for those comments to come in on whether or not you guys just want to see me take that repair mod out, because I had one heck of a time trying to finish off that wheat field, as the tractor kept stalling out on me every time I would go to sorry guys, I'm having one of those moments today and trying to figure out why my vehicle is sliding, because that should not be happening. Anyway, it kept stalling out every time I would try to finish off that wheat field and collecting all that straw. It was very odd. I'm not exactly sure what that was all about, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Let's go ahead and bump this up to the 13 foot work width that we're used to. Get her lined up, start her up. We're actually going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of headland. So anyway guys, we're back at it here, getting rid of our soybeans, getting them harvested so that they do not wither on us. A lot of the other fields have already withered and died, so I'm glad we didn't own any of those fields, because we would have been kind of screwed in that aspect. But our crops are doing good. We still have field 10 that we need to mow and ted, so that we can go ahead and windrow it, collect it in the forager, and then drop it off in the barn. I seem to be becoming under the weather slightly here. I got this runny nose that will not stop, so I do apologize about that, guys. You can blame Tiger for that, as she's been sick for the past week or so. Alright, there we go. Finish that line off. Just kind of bring it around here and manually drive it for right now, just to give us some headland. We'll drive it right down this line here, try and keep it on 360 or as close to as possible. And if you guys are not aware, 360 or 360, as some of you may know it as, if you play any flight sim games or stuff like that. That is just the compass reading. 360 is due north. Then of course you got 90, which is due east. 180 due south, and 270, which is due west. So there's, a little bit of knowledge for you guys if you were wondering what that was all about. And that's all it is. That is the degrees on a compass. And this actually looks like it's starting to be lined up fairly decent. No, it's not. So we're just going to override it here, and just gonna kind of chop this ourselves. We'll probably have that little bit of a line right there on the other side that we're going to have to worry about. But that's okay. We will deal with it. Because, I mean, either way, you know, that little line was either going to be right here off our right side at the edge of the field, or now it's going to be off to our left side, you know, right in the field. I'd rather have it in the field so that we, you know, have a better reference point to come back through and grab it up. So anyway, guys, I hope you're having a great week so far. It's been kind of a long week for me so far. Again, you know, trying to battle off this bug that I'm not sure what it is. And, you know, obviously I'm no worse for wear. I can still do the recordings. It's just one of those annoying type colds where, you know, you're kind of stuffed up and your nose is running. Waking up with some sore throat, stuff like that, but nothing, you know, too extravagant here. Sounds and feels more kind of more like just, you know, a standard head cold, one of those annoying colds that, you know, it just doesn't want to go away because, well, it's going to hold on for dear life. So we'll finish up this row here real quick, and then we will get back on the GPS. There we go. Go ahead and back her up right here. Now we can go ahead and pop the GPS back on. Set our cruise control. And away she goes down the field all on her own. Gotta love it. Not even touching the wheel right now. So yeah, happy Thursday to everybody. Just kind of putting Minecraft, giving it a little bit of a break here. You know, it's one of those, I just did some huge things over there on Minecraft, and I don't necessarily want to, you know, overdo it too much too fast. So I decided, you know, I haven't messed around in the fields all that much, and I knew it was getting close to harvest time, not only here in real life, but, you know, in the game as well. So I figured, what the hey, let's go ahead and get these fields harvested, and we will definitely see what we can do about getting some possibly winter wheat planted, just so that, you know, come springtime we should have something else that we can harvest, just to kind of add to our, you know, net gain for the year. As I said, guys, I'm gonna probably add I don't know, maybe one more row on this, come all the way down and come back. The other end we got plenty of room to turn around, so I'm not worried about that end too much. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me just go back and forth. And see, there we go. This is what I'm talking about. It just randomly shuts off. Perfect timing. Thanks, Combine. So, and that's all having to do with that repair mod. And with no way to repair these vehicles, this is going to get very old very quick. So I'm definitely leaning towards the taking it out, unless you guys are completely against it and want to say, you know what, Red, I prefer if you leave it in. It's definitely more realistic, and we will deal with it. So, but anyway, guys, let me go ahead and finish up this field, and we will be back here in a few moments. Well, I'll be back in a few moments for you guys. This is probably going to take me about a good half an hour just to do, so we'll be back. Sit tight. Alrighty, guys, we are just finishing up this last line here. It has been quite 30 minutes, but I wasn't too far off. It's been a little over 20 minutes. So that's how long it takes to do, you know, one of these fields sometimes, pardon me. took a bit of a lunch break, and you know, it's one of those, can't help it. So there we go, we're gonna come up here and empty out our combine. We can go ahead and turn off the head, we don't need that running. I mean, we didn't do too bad. We did a little over, what would it be, about almost 36,000 units, bushel, liter. I think this game likes to go by liters, so 30,000 liters, 36,000 liters rather, or close to it. That's not horrible, but that's not real good either. Again, it is a small-ish field. I think 11 is definitely larger than this field, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and unfold our wheels. We will get our drawbar out. There we go. And this thing wants to go all cattywampus on us, so fine, we will lift it back up and we will just plop it down, something like that. And let's go ahead and get her attached back up and get her off to the barn. There we go. So we'll take off here with our combine. We'll take her back to the barn, put her up, because we won't be needing her much anymore. Kind of up in the air on what I want to do next. Obviously, we need to go dump that soy off at our silo for storage. But I'm not sure if I want to go over there and mow down 10, or you know, wait a day or two to mow that down so that we have some hay in our storage area. I mean, we already have 16, maybe 32 bales of hay from the first time that I mowed that field. And we don't have any animals, so I might just cut it down and store it as grass for the spring. Because if we do okay over the winter, I definitely would not mind getting some sheep as they start producing wool in the spring. So, you know, we do it that way, and we can just go from there and not have to worry about it. And why I came all the way up here, I'm not exactly sure. I guess it's all that Field 11 work that I did. I'm just so used to coming in this way. That's okay. Either way, we will get there. And we don't need our GPS on anymore, so let's go ahead and turn that off so we don't have those annoying lines all over the place. So what I actually think I'm going to do is, after we put our equipment away here, we will go ahead and we will grab our planter, just so that, you know, we can get a little extra money come springtime. Let's come down here and make this sharp turnaround down here. This barn is just barely big enough for this thing to flip a 180 in. There we go. And the head's gonna follow along right behind us beautifully. There we go. Alright, not too bad. It's up out of the way. We can go ahead and shut her down. And shift tab back. Oh, there it is. To our truck, which decided that it was going to die out on us. So there we go. Yeah, 33. Just a touch over 33,000 liters. Again, not horrible. Not the best either, but you know, it's definitely better than nothing. And remember, we did have stage 3 fertilization on all of these fields, but I think that's what we're going to do. Really? Come on. There we go. Jeez, that gets so annoying. And that's what the tractor was doing to me in the field while I was trying to pick up all that straw. Here we go again. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to get the tractor, get our seeder out, and just go through and replant all of these fields with either wheat or barley, whichever will grow during the winter. Typically it's wheat, and that way you know, we have something to look forward to come spring. We can go ahead and harvest that hopefully and kind of get ahead, get a jump start, if you will, on the planting season and the next harvest season. And that way we have a decent supply of wheat as well. So if wheat is in high demand somewhere, we have plenty of it that we can load up, you know, one or both of these trailers here and take it out to where it needs to go so that we can get the best possible price for it. Because wheat is one of those on the lower end of the spectrum for price, but you get enough of it and you know it'll all work out in the end. So there we go, pulling into our storage silo and pull it up right about there, get her start dumping, which both of them are gonna go again, and why that is I'm not exactly sure. Oh, okay, this time they're both gonna go down. Last time only the one that was selected would go down, so not exactly sure what was up with that, but you know, it is what it is. There we go, and we'll just put them both down. Alright, sounds good to me. So now this big beast, we can go ahead and we can try and make this sharp turn right here. Nope, just couldn't make it. There we go, turned it a little bit too sharp. There we go. And we'll just kind of bring it right down here and park it under our nozzle, so that if anything is in high demand, we can just load and go. Then we will go get the tractor. And that was a bit of a tongue twister. But we will go get our tractor, our 9000 series. There we go. Park it up right here. And of course that one has our seeder attached to it. And we will go ahead and it does not have our seeder. Okay, where did our seeder go? Oh, you know what? It's over here. It is in the seeding facility, isn't it? Yeah, there it is right there. Alright, well, let's run back over here then, or tab back over here. Gets us a lot closer. Let's go ahead and grab our tractor here. And of course he's going to say needs maintenance. Yeah, maintenance required. Yeah. There we go, start her up. Drop that off. Let's go ahead and go grab our seeder. And we can determine exactly which seed we want to plant in these fields. And this shouldn't take real long, because if you guys remember, this seeder is absolutely hunormous. There we go. I come right over here, and this thing should be completely filled up with seed. We will find out here in a moment. Not quite, but it should be enough to get, you know, these two fields over here done. So that is exactly what we will do, is we will head out here and we will go get these fields seeded real quick. When we get out there, we'll also pick what we want to plant. Chances are it's going to be wheat, because I'm not sure of anything else that you can plant this late in autumn and still be able to harvest it in the spring. Around where I live, you know, it's a lot of corn and soy. They've kind of gotten away from the wheat, but growing up or in this area, you know, they would Yeah, there we go, of course. Getting caught up on that blasted corner again. There we go. Come on. You can squeeze through there. You've done it before. There we go. Anyway, yeah, they used to plant, say, corn in the summer or in the spring, and then come midsummer, early autumn, after they harvest the corn, yeah, they would plant wheat during the winter to help replenish the nutrients, and then they would rotate out, and the following year they would plant soybeans instead. Well, for whatever reason, they have all but stopped doing that, and now it's pretty much strictly corn and soy. That's all they plant around here anymore. You rarely see wheat anywhere. It's pretty much corn and soy as far as the eye can see. So we will come up here and we will get this thing squared up as much as possible. There we go, back her up a bit. Let's start getting her unfolded so we have a little bit better idea. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room to play with here. Let's see if we can't just bring it over a little bit more. Just remember, we need to have a bit of an overhang over there on the right side, technically the left side right now, because this field is very awkwardly shaped down there at the end. We'll get it right up here on 360. Perfect. Turn on our GPS. And let's go ahead and set the auto width for this thing. Auto width. Set a new course. And saying 33 meters. I'm actually going to drop it down and let's square this up as well. We don't want to change the offset at all. We want to go right down the center of the line. We're going to drop it down to 32 meters. Oh, it was at 33.9, so 34 meters. So let's drop it at drop it down to 32.8. That'll work. And then of course reset our offset here. Excellent. If we do an Alt S, we can bring up our seasons. And, well, looks like we can plant oilseed radish. We can still plant poplar, grass, of course. It says that we can plant canola. I'm not too sure about that one. I've never seen that happen. We can do barley, and we can do wheat. So, you know what? What the hey, let's go ahead and plant some barley. But my concern with that is, you know, you can harvest oilseed radish and poplar in the winter, but notice how there's no harvest season in the spring. And that causes me a little bit of concern. So actually, here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go ahead and fold our seeder back up, and we're going to head down to a smaller field where it's not going to matter all that much, you know, if we waste a little bit of seed, because I've never actually tried this before. So let's head down here real quick. We will get field number 12 planted with barley. See if we can go ahead and select our barley. Y is the seed select. There we go. There's corn, there's grass. Yeah, I think that's going to be wheat. That's going to be canola, and that should be our barley. We will look here in a moment at our chart just to make sure that we are correct, because that's the last thing we want to do is, you know, plant the wrong thing, because then we will be completely SOL. Oh, there we go. Go ahead and turn this beast right down in here. Come on. You can do it. We're gonna set him off just a little bit to the right of the line that's already pre-drawn. There we go. And we're going to create a new one right there. Cool, there we go. And let's go ahead and unfold. And while that unfolds, we will take a look and see if there's our wheat, there's our barley. Of course, that's our canola. So, yep, that's the one we want, the one with all the tassels on the end. That's what we have selected. Excellent. Let's go ahead and lower this thing down. I said lower this thing down. Thank you very much. Start it up. Hit our GPS. And away we go. Planting our barley in field 12 here. Like I said, this is only going to take just a couple of swipes just to get this field planted. And I'd rather do it, like I said, on a small field like this rather than do, say, field 11 or even field 8. Because if all this does is end up, you know, adding nutrients to the ground because we have to plow it under at the, you know, start of next year, I don't want to be out all of that space. You know, and have to, you know, basically be screwed out of all of that area that, you know, we could have just gone through and planted, but now we can't because, you know, we have to till it under and everything else. So yeah, I want this line here and another partial line over there and we will be all set. So anyway, guys, if you liked this episode, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below what you liked, what you didn't like. I'm still accepting recommendations on that repair mod, whether I should keep it in or just rip that some gun out because it's being such a pain in the rear end. Don't forget also to hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon next to the subscribe button, which will turn on the notifications. That way you guys can stay up to date with the latest and greatest videos that I am putting out, whether it's LSPDFR, Minecraft, Farm Sim. There's even plans to start recording with the gentlemen and ladies of SAF, San Andreas' Finest. So if you're into, you know, LSPDFR or roleplay communities, look for that to start coming back to the channel, as we have a lot of great things going on over there. And, you know, I've got a heck of a civilian character over there that I created that is a ton of fun to annoy the cops with, and you know, it's fun because the cops have a hard time understanding him. They have no idea what he's talking about, and you know, I had a lot of fun breaking him out the other night. So anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and put our tractor away for the day. We are done. We are getting caught up on the sign because this beast needs a bloody mile radius turn. I think this is worse than the semi-tractor trailer. And of course, with that entrance down there being blocked off by the train because the gates will not raise up, you know, that makes it a little bit difficult for us, but that's okay. There we go. We'll just kind of take the tracks over the track. Yeah, I mean, it is a tractor. It is a tractor going over the tracks. Say that 10 times fast. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you've had a great week, and I will definitely talk to you in the next video. Oh, where are you doing, Red? Where are you doing, Red? Turn! That could have been disastrous. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. See ya.